factory workers, it's Senior Honcho, and it's time for our morning coffee. Let's get a cup. Oh, that's good. Alright, take a sip of that. Oh, that's glorious. Well, we are wrapping things up on this save. Let's see what we got going on. Let's check our coupon count here, because one of our things is to get to 1,000. Let's see where we're at. Whew, not very far. Just 110 there. I think we only have about 35 in storage right now. Let's take a quick look. I keep them in here. 32. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and put this in our dimensional depot storage so that we can find it a little bit easier. Okay, 32 there. And then we'll go ahead and cash these ones out too while we're at it. Yeah. We'll add those to the hunt there. That way we'll have a good way of keeping track of what that count is. So we're going to have to... I have an idea for that. And part of it is, as we finish up, we now have 3 of our 4 parts done for Phase 5. We are just waiting on this last one. And let's go check and see where we're at with that. And maybe we can do something to make these finish a little bit faster. Wrong factory. This one on the end. Take a look. We have 1. That's going to be a little bit. We still have, even with that 1, we still have 80 more to go. Okay. What are we short on? Superposition oscillators. Okay. And it looks like we're full maxed out on everything else. Okay. Sure. Our singularity cells are not really, they're just starting to back up. So once we fix our superposition oscillators, we'll probably have to look at singularity cells too. Ooh, coffee. Lovely. Hello, Brian. Oh, let me hop into the channel so you can join us. Our favors. And I owe you a retraction. Now I'm thinking about it too. Let me jump down into our show booth for audio. There we go. That's more better. Okay. Let's see. Everything's coming together a little slowly this morning, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Happy trees. Happy conveyor belt. This little conveyor belt wants to live here. Okay. We're just gonna zip over while we have some more coffee. So I was actually playing on our Plowboy server last night. Did a bunch of rail work. We've been having some issues with our trains backing up. So I put in some roundabouts, did some line straightening, changed a couple traffic patterns, and then also finished out one of our depots. Alright, take your time, I'll be here. Alright, singularity oscillators, or not, I'm mixing my terms. Superposition oscillators are being made here, I believe, in this one. Yes, we're doing 5 per minute. We're maxed out on things. Each one of these takes up to 2,000. Why are... Oh. much dark matter. There we go. I forgot I gotta periodically flush that. Let's do a little something here to alleviate that. I wish there was a way. Oh, what the heck am I doing? Let's zoop that for one. I wish there was a way you could package this. Let me check something after I put this extension on. So we're just gonna take her, just a simple junction here, and just attach this tank in, and that should be good. That way this will fill up as well. It gives us a little bit more run time before we run out. And then as this thing starts kicking up, because it only takes 2, and it's doing 5 per minute, so that's almost one of our ballistic warp price per minute, so that's not too bad. We could power that up a little more. It does hit 2,000 megawatts at the end of its cycle, so we want to, I don't know if I want to create another one just yet, because I do believe our power grid is bumping along pretty close to max, so we may be expanding some power. Oh yeah, see, we're burning off some battery there, so not necessarily the kind of thing that we want to be jacking with right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw the drones, but the drones were not droning. Yeah, yeah, we'll have to fix that. I almost went out to do the nitrogen as well. Instead, I finished off the parts for the electronics rail yard. So now all the parts are being added to the electronics rail yard. So I created a new high-speed connector factory out there along the main line, and added added some more power to burn off the extra coal coke that I was generating from my mini circuit board factory. So all of those things are now being filled for that, and I for the high-speed connector factory, I ended up doing it the way I'd been talking about, with the pulling the parts from one of the warehouse depots and building it that way. So it's just a single step manufacturer factory that's pulling parts from the warehouse. So that worked out pretty good. I do need to delete the train station. I built an extra train station I didn't need. Look at that, we're already green over here. We're building well, we were building on 2. This one's waiting again on more. But both of these were green. This one's now building 1 per minute. So we're, like I said, we're just shy on the production of that. I could overclock that by 1, but with our power situation, I'm not quite sure I want to do that. Where can I go to get some quick power? You know, I think it might be time to add another station or 2 or 3. Let's see. If really I want to do 3, I've got enough parts for it. Alright, we're gonna go expand our nuke power. Oh, or I could expand our turbo fuel one. That one gives us a bunch of power too, and it's a little less dicey. And of closer to home. Because this was something I got from a YouTuber. I don't remember his name. But if you look up like fuel generators or fuel power versus nuclear, this turbo fuel generator or rocket fuel generator often just like one pure node, you can get like a whole bunch of these things rocking. Oh, come on. Build like you've been there. Okay, so we need 3 more. So 2 more of the 2 more rows here. We need to clear some trees. And that's easy enough to do. Oh, switch from coffee to something else that'll wake you up. A little detonation. Oh, I don't have any on me. Let's see if I'm putting them into a depot or not. Oh, you know what I do have? Oh, say goodbye, Mr. Tick. Say goodnight, Gracie. Oh, nothing like a little nuclear explosion to lighten up your day. Yeah, I did see the turbo fuel. I'm excited about that. Did you guys use the alternate recipe that I unlocked? Because I did unlock the really good turbo fuel recipe with the hard drives. Oh, and I did end up getting pure aluminum finally. So we have that alternate recipe. We can update our aluminum factory, but now we have enough aluminum that everything's like stocked up and backed up. So we're producing more aluminum than we need now, so probably don't need to do anything there. What we're gonna need to do is probably do, I think the next, there's 2 warehouse rail yards that we need to make. One is going to be the whatchamacallit, the industrial parts one. But I think we may have most of those already at Industrial Center. I'll have to look and see, because I did walk through that a lot yesterday in trying to route some of the outputs into a load station. Oh, I did expand that out to a 4-car train now, so that one's full. Dense coal or something. Fuel and something coal. Oh, I'm making coal coke on the other side. On the circuit board factory. If it's from oil, it's coal coke. Coal coke is that what I did see? Yeah, I think that's probably what he's doing, because I did see. Wait, no, I didn't. Those were more refiners. Okay, so that increases our power grid. And I've got these maxed out too. As you can see by the white indicator, I'm running these at full tilt. And we're kind of charging. We need more power. And that added 625 per, so that's over 1,250. that we're burning on these things. So we need a few more. I was thinking about doing some more power boosters too. Maybe we'll do that too on one of these. I got room here. Maybe I can do one here. Let's see. Alien Parlor, Augmenter. What am I missing? Sloops. I don't have sloops. I only got one. I don't have enough sloops for that. It's on my list. So let's just extend this out some more. Let's go another 3. One, 2, 3. Actually, before I do that, let's see what this consumption rate of these things is. So we're burning 10.4 per minute. 10.4, we'll call that 11. So 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, and we are producing 150 per minute. Yeah, we're well within our limits. So I can build another 6 of these and still not be maxed out. I love that. Okay. Let's try it. We are gonna build until we run out of parts. Nah, we're gonna build up. We're gonna attempt to build out 6 and see if we run out of parts. This is gonna be a loud area once I get all these in here. A la turbos. Probably gonna run out of power shards. 1. Well, that didn't take long. Why am I running out of quick wire? Alright, well, we made 1. That was a wah-wah. I'll go ahead and run power out while we're digging around. Let's do something cooler than this. I don't... This is so new. I want to do something that looks more fancy. I've been doing this lately and I've been liking the look of it. Let's go... We'll do painted beam. Go up 16, 18. Let's go... let's go 12. Let's keep it low. So the reason why I'm talking in increments of 4 is because the foundation, most things are based on 4s. The foundations are 4 wide, or 4 tall at their maximum, and yeah, and these go out to 40, which is 10 foundations wide. So keep it at a 4. Oops, I want to go here. 12. There you go. Alright, so this is going to be our power rail. Power rail. I'm going to go... Let's put 1... Let's go every 2. Oh no, my pipe's in the way. I don't want to do that. So we'll just keep extending it. Oh, I'd have to do something cool like... put in a couple more plates here, and we go 2, and in between, we could do something like go halfway, maybe 3/4. Let's go 3/4 of the way, which would be 8 meters, both sides. And then, the angle's not quite where I want it to be. Let's see, if I put in a connector, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, yeah, we'll do that across. There we go, that'll look cool. And then we'll come in with our connectors, like this. And I forgot to put my connectors on the end. Just finish it off into a nice corner like that. It's alright. I'm not crazy about it. Why did it turn colors on me? Oh, I'm using them. Is that the? Am I doing connectors? Is that what I'm? Oh no, I'm on metal beam. No, that's not what I wanted. Go away. What am I using now? Oh. Ooh, painted. Okay, that's what we wanted. 8. We're already in diagonal mode, so things up. 5. 5. And then grab our connector. Come on. I think you've been there. I don't want to rotate that way. Well, how did I get it to snap in so nice on the other side? Let's put an extra in there so they... No, still won't do it. Oh, maybe I was at the end of a beam. Oh, I was mid-beam. Huh. What the... Oh, I put one across. That's what I did. Like that. And then I connected it. It's just that once I put the connectors on, that beam almost disappears. Alright, and then I think I saw something to polish this up a little bit. Put some foundation feed on them. And that makes it super. Thanks for asking. Cool. Alright. Then you need to hook the power up. So what we're gonna do is we're coming off of this pole. Got one left, that's perfect. And we're just gonna give it a little reach there. And then I'm just gonna start popping these off. One by one. take this one. Come on now. And I'm going to put that one. I want them underneath. Like that. And then I'll connect them in. Like that. Okay. Then grab this one. Do the same thing. Up to the rail. And the rail over. Up to the rail. To the rail over. Then this one. Send to that as well. Get the twofer there. Alright, now we can start blowing these out. Two is my hotbar key for my cable. Oops, missed some beam connectors there. I'll line that up with that. That looks kind of cool. Okay, we're all connected there. I need one more of these. There we go. Alright, well, let's see where we're at to make another one of these. Still not enough quick wire. Oh, quick wire, quick wire. Where are we populating our quick wire? Are we populating our quick wire? That's the real question. Oh, I need a coffee after that. Where's my coffee? There it is. Ah, sweet manna from heaven. Alright. Oh, it's much quieter not working on those power generators too. Alright, we got lots of quick wire coming in here. And coming out here. This is where I was thinking about. This is the German Coast Guard. Oh, I do need to make a retraction apology type thing. I don't remember if I was on stream when I said this or not, but for some reason I got my D nationalities mixed up, and I was calling you guys Danes, you and Mr. Rocco, and you're not Danes, that's Denmark. You're Dutch, from the Netherlands. I'm like, I'm an idiot. So, apologies for that. At least I didn't call you Deutsch. So, there's too many D's in the area. Deutsch, Danes, and Dutch. It's just depressing. Makes me feel dumb. Lots of D words today. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter D. That's all I could say about that. You know, I don't know if I am. I must not be feeding this in anywhere. Alright, well, let's fix that. I think I've got what I need. Organization, dimensional depot. I do not. I am missing a Mercer sphere, because we used up all our spheres. I need a sphere. Well, for now, we'll just go ahead. One, boom. That was a lot more than I needed. Go back. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to push all that into our depot. Boink. Like that. Yeah, well, that'll last us for a little bit. Maybe we'll find a sphere while we're tooling around. Okay, back to the noise. Oh, coffee before I get back over there. It is so noisy over here. All these generators making power for me. Alright. So, let's see. Now we are cooking the gas. Because we're not cooking with gas, we are cooking the gas. To make power. More power. Alright. That's one. That's two. That's three. Get this lined up where I want it. Three. And we'll come over here just in case we run out before I get two more in. Four. And 5. Oh, we had just enough materials. Yeah, buddy. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and wire these up before I give them fuel. Oh, you know what? I didn't plug this one back in. Okay, that one's all plugged in. This one is now plugged in. This one can come to here. Could have did this before I built the generators too. Okay, and this one to here. This one goes here. This one goes here. Here. And here. Yay! That's so much fun. Alright, let's fire these bad boys up. Junctions. I didn't get it quite lined up right. This one I did. Ah! But I messed up that. I think I have to figure out which one's off center. That's the other one. So we want to line up to this one because that one's centered properly. So this one comes out, goes back in, get it centered and locked. There we go. Alright, now we should be lined up. Yep, that looks good. Whoa, where are you going? Oh, alright. Ugh. It's too early for that kind of nonsense. Alright. We got this coming in here. We got this coming in here. This going up there. Then grab these two on our way back. And then Bob's your uncle. We're in. And the fuel is flowing, and they're coming online now. It looks like we did run out of power shards. Which I expected. Yep. So these are just going to produce 250 until we get them overloaded. But that's still an additional 5,000, no, not 5,000, 500, 1,000, 1,500 horsepower there, or megawatts. Same difference. Okay, out of the noise. We are now producing. Yeah, we bumped up our. Wait, that's our consumption. This is our production line. So now we're well above what we need. Ah, the gingerbread truck. Alright, you know what? Christmas is over, dude. It's time to get serious. Oh, what am I doing with that? Skins. Basic Fixmas skins. What? Really? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Reset skin. Okay. Catch our truck here. Reset him. Uh-huh. There we go. Alright, he's reset. Back to boring Bob, the builder truck. Oh. We may have Christmased out our Explorer too, but that one I'm not seeing at the moment. I think it's over here. Oh, it was our Cybertruck, I think we... No. Didn't do anything with that. Okay. Well, no worries. Okay. Let's see how many drives we have now. Something tells me we don't have the 80 we need. I would love to wrap this episode by having enough of these. We just don't. 17. So we're gonna be... We're not even down to 60 yet. Alright. We're gonna juice our productions a little bit here. Now that we're gonna have to make some power shards. Okay, 136. Alright. We should be able to find some power slugs over there and create some things. I'm pretty sure I haven't grabbed all the slugs from that area. I don't know, slugs are pretty easy to find, so shouldn't be too hard to get what we need. We can also manufacture something now, because we unlocked that in the MAM. I haven't looked at that, but something tells me that's an expensive process. Take a look, though. Because we've unlocked all of our MAM tree, which was our last accomplishment. That took a lot. Because that alien tech one takes a lot of Mercer spheres. You gotta really go hunting for them. Okay. They're looking... Let's see what it takes for power shards. Power shard. Power shard. Recipes. This one. Crystals, dark crystals, that, and excited. It's not that bad, but it's going to create more dark matter. And we're already making too much as it is. I'm not sure I want to do that. Not when slugs are so easy to find. What's in here? Oh, just a pale berry. Let's pull out our little scanner. Set it to... gotta remember how to set this thing. There it is. It was right mouse button. Power slugs. There's one over here somewhere. Oh, probably under that rock. Nope. Keep going. Well, this is further than I was expecting. There's one. Let's start with one. Yeah, I know. You guys don't like me. You know what? I'm really not very fond of you either. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix the situation. It's taking me out. Since you have the anger management problem, I'm just going to solve it. Come on. going to take a lot of rounds. You know what? I gotcha. Take your remains. Take your remains. Take your remains. Take your power slug. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Alright, let's go turn this something into something useful. Ah. Okay. Down to power shards. Oh, I had a purple slug on me. How about that? Oh, we'll be able to do something with that. Go ahead and turn these into proteins. I had some other stuff I want to. Because we turn those in for coupons, which we need. Oh, now that I have enough power, I can turn my Christmas factory back on. Why are we stopped already? We filled that up? That too. Wow. Wow. Produces a lot. What is using? I think this is the only process we have. No, not that one. This one. This one is using dark matter. But we're maxed out on dark matter crystals. What can we use our crystals for? Oh, I gotta get away from these accelerators. That sounds annoying. Let's see, dark matter crystals. Dark matter crystals. You know what? Oh. Where am I making my singularity cells? It's one of these operations. That's those. That's that. It's gotta be this one. Yes. Nuclear pasta. We can juice that a little bit. This is using dark matter crystals in the pasta. So, and how are we doing inputs to this? A little slow. Why is that not? Oh, those are pressure cubes. And we're maxed out on those. It's this copper powder that we're slow on. So, and are we bringing that in out over the belt? I think we are. Wait, where are we getting that from? Where are you coming from? Oh. Oh, this belt. Oh, we're bringing this in from far away. Oh, we're doing this from another node. Oh, we can bump that easy. Oh, but like I was saying, we need to turn on our Christmas factory to keep producing more coupons, and we need to put sinks at the end of our other components that we're already done with, because now, oh, I'm gonna fall out of the sky if I'm not careful. Oh yeah, we can expand this. Ooh. We need to generate more ingots. So we need to expand this floor out, because this is definitely coming in heavy enough. So let's do that. See if I have a smelter floor. Blueprint. Smelters. No. No. Vertical mods. I do not. Yes, I do. Okay, which way do we want to come in? So we're coming in from the right here, so we need a left floor. So, left floor, smelter, vert mod, smelter, left. And we need it to be this direction. You can see our inputs on the left there. I'm so glad, I was so happy when they added the conveyor arrows to the blueprints. It made it so much easier to know how you're placing your blueprints. That looks good. I got that quick. Yeah, I was super happy about that. Because before you didn't have that in, because it colors everything blue when you're placing it. You have no way of knowing which, whether you were looking at a merger or a splitter, and it made it really hard to get right, so it was pretty frustrating. But now with the arrows, it's pretty easy to tell what's going on. I'm just going to go Control C, a little copy pasta, Control V. There we go, that's all set. We goofed up the power in my blueprint. Well, that's lovely. We'll do 2 on each one. That got us going. Now all we've got to do is hook up our feed here. Blink to blink, like that. Now it's all coming in, and then we hook up our output here to here. Blink. There we go. And now we just doubled our ingot production. Let's see how that goes with our constructors. 300 per minute. That's 900 per minute. These are 30 per minute. So 10, I need 10 for each one of these, so I need 30. And we've got 6, 12. Oh, I need 5 floors of smelters to feed those. And it doesn't look like I'm on a Mach 3 miner. I'm going to need a Mark 3 miner, probably sharded all the way out. Maybe not. Let's go ahead and bump this to Mark 3. Oh, I don't have fusibles. Or fused modular frames. FMFs. Where I need to go back to the other factory now. Yuck. I don't have an easy way to get over there. So, it is time to put in a... I can see it right there, so we're going to take out him. grab that one. We're gonna grab this one. And then we're gonna put in one of these. Hypertube cannons. Da, 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 da. Oh, I don't have encased beams. My gosh, man. I am struggling this morning. Did I pick up the remains that are down here? No. Do that while we fly by. Find me, boys. Or girls, whichever you are. They kind of look like they'd be girls. Maybe it's a guy and a girl. I don't know. Maybe they're non-binary. So interesting. I don't know why it made me think of this. Maybe non-binary animals made me think of it, but frogs can actually change their sex if there's an overpopulation of one over the other. So if there's too many boy frogs, some of them will turn female. Strangest thing. Nature's so crazy. I guess that would be it. So they have the ability to be transgender from birth, which is kind of interesting. I think that's actually kind of cool. All right. Need to come over here to grab some fused modular frames. Not from that one. Grab some from this one. Let's go ahead and clear these out, actually. And then I will put them into our depot. How are we doing over here now? Ooh, we got 10. That's actually a pretty good number for as long as we were gone. We weren't gone that long. Alright, alright. I see ya. Uh-oh, I got a train issue. Gotta go take care of that. Or yeah. We'll drop these off. We got some proteins to drop off. Proteins. Okay. So first we'll drop off our parts. Raise our count a little bit. Oh, we gotta turn that Christmas factory on too. Where'd my I always have a hard time finding the proteins in my list of items here. They should be up towards the top. Oh, why do I have a star in my inventory? There it is. Okay. Alright, then we'll go over here. We'll turn this back on. Should be okay. Ooh. Seriously? Okay. I think we're okay. Man. Definitely gonna have to go with the nuclear option, I think. Something may be going on with our nuke plant too that is causing an issue. Let's see, stars is the last line over here. Yep. Just put him in there. Boom, like that. Okay. That will keep us generating some screen flicker. That's not good. Okay, we'll take the tube over to the other side and then find out what's going on with our trains, see if we can't remedy that. Have some coffee while we tube over there. We're almost down to 50. I'm hoping to try and get these done today so we can finish Phase 5 and see the end game. That would be awesome. And I think, yeah, we're definitely going to have to add those nuclear reactors, or we're going to have to bump out our turbo generators, because I'm thinking the more bang is our nuke power. Where are my trains stuck? Oh. Where are they? Oh man, are they in the canyon? I hope they're not in the canyon. Well, delivery 2, that comes up here. I thought they were over here. Man, are they... I guess I could have looked at the map. That would have been a smart thing to do. Child. Nah, they're right here. Okay. Why are these stuck? You're stuck because this... Let's take a look at our segments here. Yes, because you're both trying to get onto the same segment. Well, that's weird. Because, oh, I have it at the switch. That's not at this. No, I have the station one. Okay. So all I need is to split that section there. There we go. That should free them up. So note to self, it's always a good practice to put a block signal at the middle of your train stations for that very reason, so that your entry and exit aren't contending for the same space. Because in this situation, I had one parked behind the other, and it was on the same block segment. So by splitting that block segment in half, which I can show here with these colors, so I created this light blue one and this green one out of this, because before it was all green. So putting that block signal in the middle segment, and now this section can have traffic on it while there's a train sitting in this section. There was a long explanation for it. Just break it up. Alright, now we gotta go back out to our copper powder. I like the colors of the segments. Okay, copper powder. And I think one of the things I'm going to put on here as a goal for this save is to hit 100,000 power gen. Maybe. We may get to our 1,000 tickets before that becomes an issue. But adding these 3 nuclear plants should give us enough power that we can do what we need to do. Because what I want to do is take our 3 Space Needle factories, and eventually all 4, and dump them into a sink, which means that those lines will continue to run non-stop. I think right now some of them may be sitting idle, and we want to juice that. We want those parts to go into the sink and run non-stop. There we go. That's what we needed. Okay, and then that's now going to produce, I need, what was it, 900? That's 480. That's 1200, that's too much. 969 at 200, we'll just dial it back. Now let's go ahead, we can go ahead and juice that to there. We'll keep this power shard on us. 960, so we're overproducing by 60 now. Okay. So with that, yeah, we'll look at that stuff fly in. That should be enough for 5 floors. 1, 2, so let's see, we did left entry, we needed right entry floor. Smelter right. Let's see, if I do default auto connect. Oh. Doesn't do that vertically. Blueprint mode. Oh. Oh. That's not a bad start. Okay, I like that. Just gotta bring that down. And I think we're good. Nope. We are reversed. Okay. So unlock it. Rotate it. Lock that position. Bring it, nudge it down, and put it in. We'll bring up our conveyors. And then we will copy in our settings. Actually, let's run the power. Again, messed up the power in this blueprint. These are supposed to be connected already. Okay, and then should be able to paste in our settings. Oh yeah. Okay, that's 3. Back to a left floor. Beauty. Let's see, in on the left. Lock that in. Bring it down 1. Send it. Conveyor it. Power it. Paste it. And then that was a left, 1 more right floor. Oops. Hit the wrong button. Right floor. Lock that in. Bring it down. Send it. Conveyor it. Power it. This would be even faster if I wouldn't have screwed up my blueprints and had these powered already. Okay. Powered. Oh, and then put in our settings. but still a ton faster than building these out manually. So there we go. We can see we're pushing, pushing, pushing all the way up. And we're still pushing to the 4th floor right now and probably exhausting that. We're almost full on this first one. There, that's full. So that's backing up now. This one's probably not far behind. And it'll slowly trickle to full. We are overproducing, so eventually it'll catch up on everything. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get fully saturated, especially since we're sushi belting so many machines. So up here, this top floor is going to be pretty quiet. However, this we should start seeing. Yes, so we're filling up the first one now before it finishes. So we're overproducing there, which should mean this one is not far behind. And it's slightly still going idle. Yeah, still going idle. Almost there. The problem is that these run so fast on this recipe that it is very hard to get these to saturate until you got enough copper powder that your particle accelerator is starting to back up. That's interesting. I guess I got this going the wrong way. Oh, that's because we're feeding it from the side. So I've got this as a right. So I had to loop it around. Okay, that's fine. If we need more constructors, it just goes easier. But yeah, this is what we need in order to try and saturate 3 on the copper powder. So pretty crazy. But it's practically a full belt of ore coming in and then processing. I mean, we have that miner sharded with 2 power shards just to get enough ore into the system to try and get ahead of this production. It's kind of crazy. This is definitely one of the heavy ones. The other one that gets heavy is the quick wire on some of the late ones. Getting enough quick wire into do like supercomputers and stuff like that. There's a pretty heavy draw there, but for some reason, getting the quick wire is a lot easier than this copper powder. So we're almost to the point where we're not going idle on this one. Getting to about 22 when it finishes. Yeah, 22. So the other thing we could do is I could load balance this instead of sushi belting it, but I don't know how much more efficiency we'll get out of that. Yeah, that's going to take a while to saturate as well at that rate, because we're slowly climbing up on that. Looks like we're getting that's top floor. I heard some noise on the top floor. Yeah, we're at 3 full now, and almost 4. This is going to go 4 here. There it is. It's full. So once that makes it back to the splitter, that's going to increase the speed at which this fills up. Yep. So this is now saturating. So we're not fully saturated on our smelters yet, so it's going to be a little bit little bit longer before we're going to see saturation on the other side, because this has to be, because this one is going to produce, so we have 6 times 5 floors, so 30 of these, so 30 times 30 per minute. This is going to produce our 900 ingots that we need for the consumption of this, because each one of these is taking 300 per minute. So we won't see a vast improvement on this side until we're fully saturated on this side and producing that 900 ingots per minute. And how are we doing on number 5 on the 4th floor? We're about halfway there. So as you can see, it's probably going to take 20-30 minutes just for us to finish saturating this side, but we'll get there eventually, and that'll start producing. Already you should see an increase in the amount of copper powder that we're, in the frequency by which we're sending that out in clumps of 3. So that should be making our particle accelerator a lot happier. Over here, let's check it out and see. And that was just for our nucleopasta that we're creating over here, that we're feeding into our singularity cells, which is using up our dark crystals, which is using up our dark matter. So it's all kind of a trickle down on that. Yeah, so now we're doubled. So now we shouldn't be sitting idle on this particle accelerator anymore. So now we're overproducing what we need here, and we'll be able to back this up. Because once this hits, I think it's 500 is a full stack. So once that hits 500, it's going to start backing up onto the belt for us, which will basically saturate that system. And we can start thinking about adding a second one if we wanted. But at least we'll be getting our half per minute consistently. We could also summoner this too. It's going to take 4 though. I don't have 4. But there we go. We're starting to back up onto the belt now. So that's good. Good. Good, that's what we wanted to see. Alright, so that was for this manufacturer here, which is making our singularity cells. Yeah, we're now making pastas, so we only use 1 per minute, and I think that's what we're making is 1 per minute, right? Half per minute, so we're actually a little behind. We actually need 2 to keep this thing going. So it's still burning through the extras that I threw in there. We're not using the nuclear pasta on this other side, so we could super belt it over to use it up here. Would be a bad idea. This makes 10 per minute. Let's see how we're going to check our dark matter depot over here. See if we're full again. This one's full, which means this one's full. Man, that fills up fast. Wow. Can't use that fast. Oh, wait a minute. I know what we can do. If we are... Oh, we're not full on dark crystals? So we are using it. Let's see, what's this look like? We got this balanced at 200%, 60 per minute. this is using 150 per minute. Huh. Using 60 a minute for those. Should be double. Should be able to do a second one. So we gotta check our power, because that would throw us over the top with the power. Yeah, so we're living on the edge power-wise. Okay, let's go set up. Let's go finally check out our nuke power. We're gonna head over to the other side, and we're just gonna jet ourselves over there, or shoot ourselves over there. Let's see how close we are with some of our improvements. I'm not suspecting that we're gonna be even at 10. I mean, we could be, but I don't think so. I think let's check this out. Ooh, 18. Oh. Oh, that's much more than I was expecting to find in there. Wow. Okay. Alright. Alright. See, like this one, that one's struggling to keep up too. And that one, I've got 2 pure nodes kicking ingots out. Oh, 18. Look at that. We are less than 50 away. 36 more. Which is just 2 of what we just turned in. So we may hit it today. Just might do it. Let's go to our cannon and launch ourselves across map. Oh. Where's that cannon pointed to? Huh. Where am I going with that one? Oh. That's over. Maybe that was... I don't know. I don't remember what I was using that one for. But I definitely shot us over there for some reason. Okay, and there's our nuke plant. Oh, I hope I have filters on me. I think I do. Okay. I don't see things running. No fuel there, that's not a surprise. Not seeing anything. No fuel there, that is a surprise. What is our issue? Are we just not keeping up with something, or what? Are we void of... we got plenty of fuel rods there. Plenty of fuel rods there. Just being slow in our... Do I need to bump my production here? We're short on encased plutonium. We may need another loop here. So we've got pellets in all those. Just slow. Just slow on making the fuel rods. Okay, because now we're... So it's the encased plutonium cells that we are lacking. I think... Let's see... Because this is sitting idle. Why are you sitting idle? Fission... You don't have enough waste. Okay, yes. Well, we can fix that. We'll add another reactor. Because the ratio is supposed to be 4 reactors to 2 plutonium to 1 of the Fixium fuel rod ones. So, and I'm going to put my in and outputs. I don't like that. I'm going to put you there instead. Okay, so there's 1. And so we're going to take... We need water. We'll take water from here. We'll probably need to add more water, but... Actually, you know what? I think this might be maxed out. Each one of these takes 240. 240. And one of these pipes is at 6. So that's 240 is 480. I have... That's only 120 flow that I can get into another reactor. So I'm going to need to pull a different water supply for that. Oof. I guess we're going into the big lake and running that up from over here. So I can run 2 reactors off of these. Oh, don't mind if I do. Some more coupons. Okay, excellent. Let's see. I want... I guess it really doesn't matter where I put them in here. Water, 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 water. Just kind of line them up, I guess. Let's line them up on this side. Oh, I wanted to see something. Because I don't normally use pulse ones. No, that's not what I wanted. Pulse novelist. I wanted to see if a pulse novelist will take these things out. What? Yep, sure will. Good. Use up some of these pulse ones. Cool. Oh, it clears leaves too. Perfect. So I still get the explosion effects. Nice. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Let's pull a pole out here and get these cranked up. Okay. And actually, I probably only need 1, but. Oh, let's see, 2 of these for 1 nuke plant is perfect. These are 120, and that makes things easy. Let's go with a platform for our piping. And Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Well, I'm probably only going to put 2 on here, because if I shard these up, I can get this to 600. So, that's all I need on this one. Just 2 at a time. That's good there, and then we need to switch to Mach 2s. And then we just need to pump it all the way down the line. Oh, I do need a buffer in here and a valve. So let's put the valve in here. Valve. So to get a good even flow out of your extractors, because these surge water into your system, the way you can get an even distribution is one, you put in a valve, and then after that you put in a any kind of fluid buffer. I don't need the big one, but I'm going to go ahead and use the big one. So we'll just put him in there. Hook him up like that. And that will control the surge, because as this fills up, it'll have a consistent water amount and will keep constant pressure in the line and keep it flowing smoothly. Much like what water towers do for our actual water systems, which is kind of cool. I just updated my hotkey to be Mach 2 pipes instead of Mark 1s. Oh, I should make this pretty and stack them, but I'm not gonna. We're just going quick and dirty today. Oh, there's that. Okay, now let's get it some fuel run. Well, let's get it hooked to some power too. That would be cool. Kind of pointless if we don't hook it into the grid. Alright, let's get it the fuel rod. So just pull it off of this splitter. This is really spaghetti in here, but I'm okay with it. You know, you gotta have a little spaghetti sometime. Okay, and then I'm gonna put in a merger here. So I can merge this out. That's gonna be too long. Go like that. Okay, and we're already generating power. Beauty. Oh yeah, and that put us well up there in production now. Excellent. That was a nice add. Let's do it again. 5, 5. Where am I at here? That's 5, okay. 5. 5. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bump this one up to get over top of this rock, because I'm not sure it's going to let us place this the way we want to. Actually, it will. Okay. That's our fifth one. Alright. Cool, because we want it this way. It's in line. Let's center it. Boom. Awesome. Everything is awesome. No, sorry. I shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have. It's just right. Okay. And we have enough fuel rods to get this one going too. Let's get him into the network. There we go. And we'll deal with his output. Let's bring this out for logistics. Kind of getting a plan here of how this will clean up. I think. I'll go ahead and take him offline for a second. Get him to come in high, like here. You can get out of here. And then we'll go, we're going to change our mode to, from auto to horizontal vertical. I think will get us there. Pipe is too long. Okay, well, yeah, that's unfortunate, huh? We'll go in between. Get him lifted as high as we can. Push him in. I want it straight. That's the one I wanted. Straight. Okay. Then we'll go 5. Nope. Junction. I used to have junctions on 5 in a different hotbar. And I still kind of go back to that every now and then. Alright, let's see. Not auto for there is fine. Okay. That's somewhat cleaner. We'll have to, we're not going to have enough water for this. And then what we'll do is, let's see, out. Huh. I think what we're going to do for this is we'll do a splitter here. Get this lined up there in the middle of this plate. See, like, I wasn't going to keep it spaghetti long because it just wasn't. Ooh, that's not a good thing to do, huh? Let's not hold radioactive fuel rods in our inventory. That would be bad, unless we want to glow at night. You have such a glow about you. Yes, it's the nuclear fuel rods that I keep in my pocket. Yikes. I still don't like the way... Oh, this is going to be my merge. I think what we're going to do here... Oh, full. Wait, what? Why is this not working? Huh? What? Now we've got toxic sludge in our inventory. Let's not keep that in our inventory either. Why did that not do what I wanted it to do? That's the real question. Let's go ahead and we'll lift this. Take this one out. That. Go this way. put a merger on here. Point it that way. Yes, I'm burning through my filters because I've got toxic waste in my pocket. Okay, let's see if I can offload that. Thank you. Who would have thunk we weren't making enough toxic waste to burn clean? That's ironic. I just thought of the irony of that, and that just made me laugh. We weren't making enough toxic waste to be clean. That's silly. It's just silly. Come on. I hope that's not gonna... That's what I thought. It's raised up a little bit. Let's just... This is the last one we're gonna make anyway. Let's just do this and make it straight. Conveyor belt is too steep. I can't make it straight. Right, default it is. Do that. Okay. So now this is actually ready to burn. We just need to bump our water production to max. Well, at least to 480. See if we split our power shards between the two, we might be able to get there. Because I think it's 2 shards for each one to get 200%. So 1, 2. Yes, 240. Perfect. That's one reactor, and this is the other. Look at that. Just what the doctor ordered. Yep. Good. We are good there. Loading it up. Not quite caught up here yet. I'm getting there. Here it comes. Look at that. I'm sitting next to the reactor, and I am not burning through filters. That's crazy. So yeah, it's gonna be... Looks like we're gonna burn through this a little on the slow side with the water. I mean, our flow rate isn't quite there yet. Oh, there, that just jumped up a ton to 500. Okay, okay. I think we just caught up on our water. 24, 27 when this one kicks on. 27,000. 28,000. Alright. That's good. That's good. That must mean that we are now kicking out enough stuff to keep at least... Yeah, see, I see our Fixium one lit up. We should be now producing enough for this. We might have to... Well, these are sitting idle. So we might have to put in another accelerator. Those are empty on pellets. This produces 30 per minute. But it needs 100 per minute of these. This is producing 50 per minute. So I probably will need a second blender. But how much? We're using 37.5 and we're producing 10, 40. So we're just barely producing enough to keep this one running. So really, this little system right here is about as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, and we're just not producing that much fuel out of that. And if I remember right, I'm splitting this. I am. Oh, so I do have... Oh, I got a bunch of extra rods here. I don't think that... Why aren't these flying? Because we're full. Okay, well, let's do something crazy. Guess this is going to drain my filters very quickly. Trying to cart this stuff around. But that is also going to prime our system and keep us at a very high power level. 29. We're almost breaching 30 there. There, we just hit 30. Yeah, 30's good. That's going to be 3% of our max consumption. So that should give us plenty of wiggle room. And this one. Yeah, so cool. I like that. That's good. Alright, I think we're good there. Alright, let's launch ourselves back over to the other side of the world and see where we're at with our drives. Now that we've kind of got our power a little better balanced. Oh, I did... Oh yeah, because even with those cells being in there, that split is almost full. Oh, not... I'm going to take this out. Take this belt out. Be using that anymore. Our drones will probably run out of fuel at some point, but I think we're good for now. We'll figure something else out. We'll power them from the other end if we need to. We got plenty of fuel. I love the way I made that look like a Christmas tree on the outside. That makes me smile every time I see it. I am liking these cannons. It's pretty spectacular to just be able to launch myself from factory to factory quickly like that. I see why my son is like, you got to use the hyper cannons or the hyper tube cannons. And I resisted. I'm like, I can never get him to work right. Finally, he got me figured out, and I got the blueprint in. And now that I figured out how to use it, I'm like, I like it. 19. That's good. That was half of what we needed. We're almost there, folks. We are getting so close now. Let's see, what can we do in the meantime? Oh, now that we have the power, we can go ahead and kick our other lines into production and start syncing tickets. So let's do that. Let's make some syncs on our other part factories. Let's start with our AI server one. Oh, that's going to make more dark matter. We are going to have to... Gonna have to figure out a way to burn off all that extra dark matter. Make something that we can sink out of it. Then the problem is the power. takes so much power. Okay. So, we'll come over here. Yeah, see, this is probably full. Flush this. You know what? Let's empty our whole system. Let's go for it. We're going to flush the whole line. So let it go. So we have a bunch of these to sink already. So let's, I'm going to be careful about where I put these. I don't want to interfere with our tractor line. Let's come out this way. I think that will be alright. Ah. I have a dead spot right here. That'll get fixed when we put the sink in here. Special awesome sink. Let's just... Sure, that'll work. And we'll just put another plate behind it to make it look nice. This here. Square that up. And power. There. Look at that. Bam. That went way up. Cool. Alright, so now that is going. Rock on. Okay, that is one out of the three done. And we just flushed our dark matter, so hopefully that flushed the other side of the world too. Because they're all in the same pipe network, I believe, but we'll have to check on that when done setting up our sinks. Time for coffee while we tube between factories. Deliciousness. Oh, I still got coffee left. I must not have been drinking my coffee. Oh no. That's not where I wanted to go. That's the problem with having two entrances so close together. They accidentally get sucked into the other one. We'll take advantage of that though. I'm not sure if I want... I mean, we're making this nuclear pasta over here. I'm thinking I might not want to sink this. I may want to send this over. I'm gonna grab this because I know we're not producing enough on the other side. I could use this, super conveyor it over to the other side for that one and decommission that other one that's making nuclear pasta over there, because I'm not using these for anything else now. We were stockpiling them for that, so maybe we don't sink those. I'm just curious, where are we at? We need 17 more. Oh, we're only at 2. I'm being impatient. Okay. So maybe not the nuke pasta. I think what we'll do is we will conveyor that over. It's for singularity cells. I don't think we're short on singularity cells. I think it's still the oscillators that are our bottleneck. Yeah, we're good on singularity cells. It's the oscillators that were... Well, this one's got a lot of oscillators. This one's strapped for singularity cells. Let's do this. We'll bump this a little bit by splitting this So we'll split this in here like that, and move this one into here. There. That gets us 4 more there. Okay, so maybe, yeah, we'll set up this last thing. We're gonna super belt those over, super conveyor those over to the other side. Let's use this. Oh, wrong direction. No, no, no. My bad. Because this one, I think, is really loaded up. Because this one builds faster than the other parts. Yeah, we almost have a full container here. So we need 4, and then put another sink in, like so. Throw in a conveyor, like so, and then power it. We'll just grab some power from this one. Bam. Bam. Now let's look at our numbers. What? Oh, it went down because we already got all of those into the sink. But man, look at that spike. That's pretty awesome. We're gonna have a big spike here. So yeah, 120 just off of those parts already. It'll be even more when we start doing that with the ballistic warp drives, because that is the highest point value for the sink. So something good. All right, super belt. Super belt the nuke pasta over. So we'll start from this side. We already have this coming over on the super belt, but we don't have. Do we just want to use the wall? Yeah, we'll just Spider-Man it over for right now. So can we do that? Belt is too steep. Okay, so let's go lift it first. And then for this, we want it on top of that other belt. So do this, give it another lift to get over this. That. Let's go ahead and throw it on the wall across the top. Come up. Like that. Crawl along the wall like to the end. We'll put another lift here. Probably up a little bit, because we're going to be 2. I'm thinking that should be about right. Or 1 more. There we go. Alright. And we're on the belt. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our topper for the next belt. We're not coming in on this one, so we're gonna be outgoing. We can't ride our belt back now. Oh, bummer. I liked riding the belt back, but that is gonna put us over top of this belt system, I think, so that if we ride this out to the sand factory. If I would have mainlined this 2 directions, we would have had a way out and a way back. I don't think we're going to quite clear that belt yet. I think that's still going to interrupt our travel. Kind of quiet morning today. Not much going on. Just building away. It will be exciting if we get to that phase 5 completion. We're so close. So close. I think once we get this nuclear pasta shipped over to the other side, And when we're over there, we're going to flush the dark matter residue again. Because I bet we're full. Well, see, now that I have that, now that I have the station down there, my flight doesn't get interrupted when working on the super conveyor. A little benefit of some of the work we did. Okay, here we gotta go, we're gonna have to go up, or we're gonna have to let our train collide through it. Let's see, where is that nuclear pasta going? It's going up there. We can stand to go up and over. So let's go up, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Is that going to be enough? I need a train to come by so I can see. Let's go 3. If it clips a little bit, it clips a little bit. So if I do this and let's see what we got going on. We're going to take this to default. And good, we're going the right direction. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Mom. And then I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put another stack over here where I want this to go. I think that's... Oh, this is the output here. What's going here? Couldn't get that to line up exactly the way I wanted it to. Well, we don't want it that high. That's silly. Oh, that's our 2-hour mark. May go just a little extra today so that we can get the end of phase 5 in. Really want to see that happen today. Okay, now let's check our dark matter residue, see if we're full. I'm seeing lights over here, so I don't think we're full. Let's see how close we are. We're almost full there. Go ahead and flush these while we're here, just to give us more room. That'll help. Keep everything running. Keep the trains running on time. Now the question is, do I want to detach this so I don't have to run back over here? We're gonna have the belt, so we can ride it back real quick. That shouldn't be too bad. I can also hypertube cannon over if I want to get back quick. So I don't want to stop production for the production improvement if I can avoid it. Especially since these are parts we're waiting on. love the way this super belt is looking though. All its different layers and back and forth and full of goodies. The one I have on the Plowboy server and in the rail yards, the belt systems I have going out to the stations look pretty epic too. Because I'm doing 8 belts to each station, and I have them stacked. So I've got a stack of 8 different belts. Oop, there's a dead spot. There's a dead spot. Okay. And oh. Oh. There we go. Go to your home. Although I will say that routing belts on these conveyor poles is little touchy. It's not as fast as like other things. Like the snaps. Like it would be really nice if it would snap to the edge when I highlighted on it instead of like literally right on the lip. That hitbox is just a little small on the raycast. And I got all technical on you. I've been playing with writing my own games, and so and some of the stuff I've been playing with is raycast and raycast collisions, which is when you're looking at something, where your line of sight actually hits. And so that's kind of how you do these like build things. So there's a raycast. So wherever I'm raycasting, that's where the end of the conveyor goes. And then when I raycast onto something like that, it snaps in. So it's got to probably have some kind of algorithm or something that sets that like connection point, so that when you get close, it snaps in, so that you can get tight connections. And on the splitters and mergers, it's real easy to get that belt to snap into place, but not so much on these conveyor poles. Conveyor poles are a little bit harder. All right, nuclear pasta is in flight, in transit. That's the word I was looking for. In transit. So let's go back and finish connecting this up. And oh, I went around it. Cool. Oh, why did I stop there? Okay. I guess that corner sent me to the edge. I love the conveyor surfing on these Mark 6 conveyors. It's kind of sweet. Like, I totally would replace hypertubes with a conveyor line. So, well, it's quite the launch too. Alright, so now we are sending those in here. So I'm just going to wipe this belt out. I'm going to put in a lift to there. It's going to come down to here. And then I'm just going to feed that in to there. And then now I have all that copper powder and stuff that I'm not using. I think we'll just merge it in. What the heck? Why not? We'll overproduce and then it will shut down. So I'm going to take this lift out. We're going to merge in here. And we'll put in a lift here. And get that to the right height. Right about there or there. There. Good enough for government work. Alright, now... I don't have a hyper cannon over here to shoot myself back, do I? I don't think I do. Oh. Alright, well, that's all connected and happy now. So, that is our nuclear pasta. So we ended up with 3 nuclear pasta loops. Overall, we are actually overproducing nuclear pasta for what we need, which is fine. What we can do is anything that we don't end up using for the singularity cells, we can always push to a sink at that point. We'll probably put in a buffer too in case our system gets lacking. Okay, let's see how many we have now. Just saw some singularity cells being delivered. I see 1 running. Not surprising since we split the singularity cells out of the back end. We have enough! We're enough! We're enough! Here we go. Phase 5, about to be completed. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a little excited. Little excited. This is my first time finishing Phase 5 in, like, non-creative mode, so here we go. This is for the achievement. Bam. Completed. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I got a tear. A sip of coffee. Oh boy.
Unsurprisingly, here's another presentation, but don't worry, I have improved it. This last delivery will be the most important action you have ever taken. Perhaps you want to take a moment to contemplate the gravity of your achievements. Alright, that's enough. This is the end of the Save the Day program. All you need to do is wait for the automated Phase 5 construction to complete. Simply throw the lever and further instructions will be supplied when relevant.
Alright, here we go. Send it. Let's watch the animations. Why am I not seeing everything up there? Oh no, it's cloudy. There we go.
Phase 5 completed. Return to the space elevator after the resources have been processed and added to Project Assembly. Launch can then be initiated from there. While waiting, please do not break anything. Solve any issues immediately and efficiently. Ensure your power network is stable. Perhaps it is best if you do not touch anything at all. And stay close to the space elevator, this will only take a moment.
So I don't know if you can see in the middle, it was building something. Looks like a space freighter or something. Well, am I too far away? Oh, look at this. Whoa. Check oil. Check oil. Check oil. Okay. Set fuel injection level to 5. Fuel injection level to 5. Activate bus B1. B1. Set left stabilizer to 9. Left stabilizer to 9. Set right stabilizer to 4. Turn gyroscopic balancer X on. X is on. Turn gyroscopic balancer Y on. Turn. So Brian, this is the last steps of phase 5. Everything has been delivered, and now we are in the last steps of here. And when I turn this last balancer on, I think we are good to go. There's the last red light. Finalizing preparations. What? Okay, preparations complete. Oh, we're ready for launch. Here we go. Whew. Contact. What stuff is happening? What's going on? Whoa.
Initiating project assembly. Assembly. Attaching cargo to main body.
Oh, and I just finished my coffee. Whoa.
Leveling inner and outer rings. Attaching propulsion to main body. Fuel lines connected.
Oh, cue dramatic music.
Attaching control center to main body. Running systems check. All systems online. Releasing propulsion cage. Releasing clamps. Running pre-launch checks and calculating flight path. Locking in cargo. Launch in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
Whoa. What? Hey, forgot something. I'm still here. Hello? Bye? Okay. Well, I guess. Bye. What? Huh? Butterflies? What? You're not blowing up the planet, are you? I'm still here. Oh, okay. Ooh. Ah. Oh, the moon is storming. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, um, um. Oh, okay.
Connection with QAR 437 nucleus established and stable. Dispersion initiated. Reinstancing master nucleus to QAR 436 Akicha B1. Hello, this is Ada, your new local instance of Ada. On behalf of
Huh?
Ada, myself, and all of Fixit, I want to congratulate you on saving the day. Every single kitten and puppy would thank you if they could. You have proven yourself to be a worthwhile and productive member of the human race, and have contributed something to this universe that will forever change it. Thanks to your achievements, the next generation of pioneers can now take to the stars and construct, automate, explore and exploit, alongside me. Additionally, you have been promoted to local production manager, effective immediately. Your duties to project assembly may be complete, but your duties to fix it remain. With your help, Fix It continues to make the universe a better place. Stay efficient. Stay with Fix It.
Oh, roll credits. Okay. Well, yeah. Um, right. Totally. I was like, well, I think what we need to do here is we need to build some fireworks. What do we need for fireworks? We need some branches and some snow. Oh, this is all Christmas stuff. Dang it, I should have did this ahead of time. So I had these ready to go. Oh, wait. Uh, do I have any? Hmm, maybe not. Nope. Oop. Alright. While the credits roll, we'll see if we can't get what we need for some fireworks. Let's see. I don't have any branches in my system. Wait. Oh, are these no longer producing presents? Oh, it's been turned off. I can't make the fireworks. Pooh. That's over. Oh, ow, that's glass. I totally just pulled a bird in the window. It was like, what? Oh! Oh, man, that's funny. Uh, that's too much. Okay. Um, wow. Well, um, yeah. Uh, time to update our to-do list, I guess. Turn in phase 5 parts is done. That's the last 3 things I have left to do. Uh, let's see where we're at with our coupons, I guess. Yeah. Feeling kind of lonely now. We're at 157. Let's see where that puts us for a total. Ooh, I really like the full upgrade on that. That's pretty quick. Let's see if we made it past the 25 50% of the way there. At 250, right? Yep. So I think now we can go ahead and put the sync on to that ballistic warp drive and send those in. I think I have a sync over here that I can just send it to already. We'll just belt them out. I think that sync is a little bit occupied. And we'll just throw another one down. We have the resources. Let's see. I almost don't even want to make it pretty, but I'm gonna kind of feeling a little salty about being left here. Kind of sucks. Like, just more building for what? Got no purpose. Just because Ada wants me to. Ada. Frickin' Ada. Coffee doesn't taste as good now. Note to self, don't put salt in coffee. It's the salt of my tears. Alright. Guess that was a one-way ticket to this place. No one told me that when I signed up. Alright. Look at that. We already got 7 more tickets. We'll be at 1,000 in no time. In the meantime, I don't know. We gotta think about what we're gonna do. Why did it not save my update to the list? Oh, I forgot to click out of it. That's why. Do this. We don't need this last power plant either. What's that? There we go. Now it's updated. Alright, so. Well, what could we do while we wait for tickets? We could start building out sync factories. So, I wonder if it tells us in our parts how much each thing gives us. Overclocking, target, production, and it doesn't give us the sync value. So I'll have to look that up. Our stars were good, but I guess we can turn the Christmas tree factory off because it's not doing anything anymore anyway. It's unfortunate. Wish I would have planned that better to have the fireworks. Another disappointment there. Just salty about being left behind. Oh, the credits are done too. Alright. Well, that's it. That is phase 5. So next time on the morning coffee, we'll figure out how we can get the rest of the tickets that we need to get to 1,000, because at 1,000 tickets we can buy our golden nut, our next joyous thing, and we're only 700 away. Oh god, that's so much. Yeah, so that's a thing. Um, yeah, I'll find out like what other things besides our milestone parts will get us good points, and we'll build out some factories and do that. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just expand on our milestone factories to build more of it we built for the points. Um, we're not saturated yet on just this factory for the ballistic warp drives, which is our highest point value. So if we focused on this, we could actually shut down some of the other factories and use the power from that instead. So maybe instead of like sinking those parts over there, we could start uh, repurposing that power to basically beef up this line for the points. The other thing is we can go hunting uh, and drop in some DNA capsules. There's always things to shoot and kill, and we can get lots of protein or at eat because these things. Uh, so that's 14 proteins to get our next one. This the problem is that all of these tend to increase as you get more and more tickets. So we'll get some diminishing returns. Oh, uh, I have I have a couple ballistic warp drives in my inventory. Let's get rid of those. Now we could also sync anything that we're backed up on too, like if we're overproducing stuff. That is going to be more of a power draw. Oh, not the sink, the container. Thank you. We'll send those in. That'll give us two more tickets. Yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, it's like a ticket per warp drive. So, um, 700 of these warp drives. uh, and it looks like singularity cells is now our bottleneck. So we will be able to expand that and continue to work this bottleneck until we fully saturate this system, and then we'll expand it again and again and again and keep going. And I think for that, well, these are only manufacturers, but as we expand on the two resources we're going to be lacking on are going to be these um, super oscillators and the singularity cells. So as we expand on those, we're going to have to probably juice our power. And we'll start stealing it from our other big factories of the parts that we don't need anymore. So we'll be looking at decommissioning anything that isn't a build part, as far as things like, well, supercomputers we use, RCUs. I don't know if RCUs are used as a build part for anything. I feel like they are, but they might not be, because this is an expensive line to maintain. Computers we definitely use. Where are we at with? Yeah, see, we're not even really filled up with RCUs. Wherever they're going, they're being consumed somewhere. Oh, they're being consumed in another part factory. Probably our one over there is using RCUs. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff we'll do next time. So let's get back to the hub. I'm gonna take a little nap since we've worked so hard today, and this coffee's not really cutting it. Oh, still salty. Uh, we'll 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 go lay down and pout about our lack of being rescued. Wait, is there no bed in here? What? Wait. Oh yeah, there's a bed. Okay. So we're gonna hit the hay, take a little nap, and I'm Senior Honcho. Thank you for uh, Plowboys and Brian for being my producer on this. Thank you for your clicky stuff that you do on your end, and uh, we will see you next time on the morning coffee. Till then, keep building, stay efficient.